Hello, Revere, and welcome to the Revere Senior News October show, which is being aired in September. I'm your co-host, Morris, and the host, Steve Fielding. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you, Morris.
And we have a beautiful young lady here. Her name is Sharon Fillyaw. She's a builder and fitness trainer for a total of 12 years. Wow, you don't look that old.
Oh.
Thank you for coming
to
the
the show. A lot of makeup.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Steve, you have a lot of things to say, so take it away.
And it's all good stuff.
Okay.
So basically what I'm trying to do is just provide you with some key dates and some key information before we, get into talking to Sharon about health and fitness and fall prevention. So there's a couple of things coming up that's very important for seniors. Those that are on Medicare, the open enrollment for the annual open enrollment is going to take place October 15th through December 7th at the Revere Senior Center. We have a Shine counselor that is there every Monday. Her name is Barry Olevsky. And if you don't know what Shine stands for, it's serving the health insurance needs of everyone, especially on Medicare for this age segment. You have to call the Senior Center at 781-284-8156. And basically, Sharon, you are there at that time, but Barry will help and guide you through any changes that you might want to make to your Medicare plan. So they're in October 15th to December 7th. So make sure you call the Senior Center. Also, I want to let seniors know that on October 6th at the Senior Center, somebody from Mystic Valley Elder Services by the name of Annie Kirch, who is a trip coordinator, will be there to talk about trip options using their van service for particular needs. And seniors should be encouraged to come October 6th, and she'll be there from 11 to 11:30. So that's a key date.
Could you be more, when you say using the advanced service, you mean if you got to go for cataracts or things like that?
Yeah, evidently they have a specialized trip program which has recently changed. We don't really take part in it from the senior center, but they do serve Revere residents in addition to a number of other communities. And they have made some changes, particularly zeroing in on helping people who have specific types of illnesses. So there are people out there that might want to come and become more informed about their program. It's separate than the shuttle van service, okay?
Oh, okay.
All right. Also, we have a senior book club that's going to take place on October 20th. We have about 13 people that take part in that book club. And Revere librarian Janice Van Hoekelman will be at the Senior Center on October 20th from 2:30 to 3:30. That's also the date of our monthly entertainment. We have a great guy that's coming to sing for the 4th time. His name is Johnny Costanzo, and you help him with his music when he comes, Morris, and people love him. He's a great entertainer, and he'll sing all the songs from the American Songbook.
What day is he coming on?
It's October 20th. It's the special monthly luncheon, October 20th from 1 to 2. So if you want to come to this luncheon, it's $1.50 for the lunch, $2.50 for the entertainment. You have to come to the Senior Center and sign up. It's a must because it gets sold out very quickly. So make sure you do that.
Right, and before we continue with you, excuse me, Sharon, just 1 minute. You mentioned something about people having to call a day before for the lunch to make sure you have enough. Can you?
Absolutely.
Can you tell them that?
It is imperative and absolute that you have to call at least 1 day ahead of time if you're coming in for lunch.
So if I'm coming on Thursday, I have to call you Wednesday?
You do. You can even call a couple of days ahead of time if you need. The lunch is $1.50, and the reason we're doing that, and we have been doing it, or really putting it more into place, is because lately we've been either overcooking food, because people say they're coming in and they cancel, and
Right.
we want to have enough, or people don't call and they come in and we don't have enough food for them.
Right.
So there's 2 instances there. If you are going to come for lunch, like you said, you call the day before, and you can leave a message at 781-286-8156 on the machine and say you're coming in, so we know. So let the phone ring and leave the message. But the day of the lunch that you're coming into, we will not allow anybody to call up before after 9 o'clock.
Oh, so in other words, you're up to 9 o'clock the day at the lunch?
Yes. And it's only fair to the staff, Marisa and Marianne in the office, because they take all the reservations. we cannot expect them to know everybody's individual schedule and assume they will put them on. They do a fantastic job, they kind of do
Right.
that anyway, but, you know, they are human beings, and they do make mistakes, and they make errors, not so much in their own fault, because somebody didn't tell them.
Right.
You know, so they can't assume everybody is going to keep to the same schedule, okay?
That's
So,
good.
that's good.
Can I ask you a question about the Shine program?
Yes.
Do you have to make an appointment, or can you just come in?
No, I said
What are
make-
the hours there? If I may?
Well, Barry is usually there between 9 and 12, sometimes she extends it to 1 or 2
And you have
o'clock.
to call for an appointment?
You absolutely have to call for an appointment. She's only there on Mondays,
Oh, okay.
781-286-8156. Like I said, Marion or Marisa will take the reservation and put it in for Barry, and she gets full fast. She does this on a volunteer basis. She has, but if you also want to make a Shine appointment and you can't get into our center, there is an option. You can call Mystic Valley Elder Services. Let me give people that number too.
Please
So,
do.
and they
And give
may
them
have
your
different
number
days.
too.
Well, I just did. So the Mystic Valley Elder Service number is 781-388-4845, and they can make an appointment with Irene O'Donnell at the Mystic Valley Elder Services. And they may have more options for days in the week that you can make that appointment.
Okay.
Okay?
Are we caught up on that now?
Yep, I have just a few more key dates, and then we're done, as
Okay.
far as the key dates go, okay? Blood pressure consultation by Nurse Carol Donovan of the Inspectional Services Department will take place October 6th and October 20th at the Senior Center from 11 to 12, and she's usually upstairs in the conference room where the pool table is. So that's what we call it, the pool room, because that's where the pool table is. Our monthly hearing program with Mary Marino is October 27th. That's a Thursday. Mary is there from 10 to 12. And you have to call the Senior Center to make an appointment for her as well. We have a chair massage therapist, Barbara McDonald. She is at the Senior Center on Monday, October 17th. She's usually there at 9:30, and she'll service anybody that actually needs some help loosening up and getting some flexibility in their back.
I heard she's very good.
She's excellent. She is very good. I've even used her to give me a chair massage, and it really does help. It really does help. The only other thing I want to share with people is we have a program called Sharing Grief Experiences. It's the only grieving group in the city, and it's run by our former program coordinator, Lois Diamond. And as we said in previous shows, Morris, she's going to come back and continue with this group. She does a fantastic job.
She's wonderful.
Yes, and she's going to be back on Monday, October 24th, upstairs in the knitting room, and that will be between 1 and 3 p.m. So you don't have to make a reservation. You can just show up and come to that. And Lois runs a very, very nice program. You don't have to participate verbally. You can sit there, listen to people. It provides a comforting environment for them.
Yes.
And Lois does a fantastic job making people feel right at home.
Right. Two more things. In October.
Yes.
By the way, Sharon, you're going to love this.
Oh,
You have a Halloween soda kind of party. What date is that on a Friday?
That's the monthly party, October 20th.
The 20th.
And I have breaking news.
With
Johnny Costanzo. Yeah, everybody mixes him up with Joey Canzano.
Zano, right.
All these are Italians. So anyway, and I say that affectionately, Johnny Costanzo will be there. That'll be our Halloween party.
Oh.
And I just got word yesterday that Speaker Bob DeLeo will be donating 2 Halloween sheet cakes for that.
oh,
Nice.
wow, that's
very nice.
wonderful.
And you can come in costume. We have a few people that do. And some just wear their regular costume, and sometimes that's kind of scary every day, but we get used to it.
And for you people from Germany out there, it's also Oktoberfest month. So if you like Oktoberfest music, come down to the Senior Center. Now,
Unfortunately, we don't have a liquor license and we can't serve the beer, but hey,
that's all right.
we can pretend.
Yeah, we can give them bubbling water.
There you go.
Okie dokie. By the way, I want to introduce you again in case people tune in late. Sharon Fillyaw, welcome again to this.
Thank you
Revere
so
Senior
much,
News.
Mr. Morris. Thank you for having me
Tell them
today.
exactly what you do, how long you've been doing it, and where people can come down to get your good training.
Well, I do a number of things. Well, I am a national level bodybuilder, and I enjoy it greatly. But my passion is in instructing senior exercise, specifically fall prevention and recovery. This is where I find that that my talents are most effective, and my goal is for every senior to live a full and complete life, full of quality, and to be self-reliant. So, but I've been doing the bodybuilding since 2008, been instructing seniors for about the past 4 years.
Well, you've been in it for a total of 12 years.
Yeah, I guess all together, yeah.
I love that. Can I ask you a question, Sharon?
Sure.
I limp, and I need a cane, and I get confused. If my left leg hurts, is the cane in the right hand or in the left hand?
Well, it really depends. It really just depends, not to be nebulous about that. But each person is different. What I will say, one of the most important things that I find is overlooked is that when you're given a cane or a walker, they don't adjust it. So what I find is that people have this kyphosis, or this bending forward,
Right.
whereas when you have a walker or a cane, you should be,
Vertical?
your torso should be vertical, unless you have spinal stenosis. Then it is indicated for you to lean forward to release the stress on the spine. However, generally speaking, it should be adjusted upwards so that you're walking upright. Once you have it adjusted, from there, depending on you, see which side is more comfortable. So there's no hard and fast rule for which side.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You know, Morris, Sharon, I think you've been here 2 years now?
Oh, has it been that
I think it's
long?
about 2 years.
Oh my.
So this is how important her class is, and how popular it is, and how good of an instructor she is. We started off for 1 day a week on Mondays.
Yes.
And the class continues to grow.
Yes.
Then we added a second class, so
Yes.
her class is Monday and Friday.
Yes.
Time-wise,
It's on
On Monday, it's 10:30 to 11:30, and on Friday, it's from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock in the morning.
right. And she has quite a following, because and people find that she's a drill sergeant.
They call me drill sergeant.
They call her drill sergeant. But as tough as she is in trying to help them and to strengthen their core, she knows her limitations and what their limitations are.
Yes.
She's very cognizant of their health. She doesn't want people to push any more than they actually should. You can talk about that a little.
Yes, so part of teaching the senior demographic, there are certain kind of special needs that they have. One of them is that I constantly walk around the room. So people say, why do you do that? I'm constantly monitoring everyone's face to make sure that they're okay. So I may walk up to someone and say, why don't you sit this out? And what I do is, I have them on a kind of, their peaks and troughs. So what I do is I work them hard, then we rest. Work them hard and rest. So with the younger demographic, you can keep that graph a little bit higher, kind of push them a little bit. But with seniors, I have a group, I have a spectrum. I don't know who may have pre-existing conditions, so I have to stop periodically, let them rest, and then we re-engage again.
let me ask you a hypothetical question.
Yes.
We have, let's say, a senior that's 60, like this gentleman, Steve, and you have a senior that's 103, like Salvatore Santoro.
Yes.
Is there a difference in the training between the two of them that you would be doing?
Well, because the
That's
class...
a 43-year difference.
There is, and that's a very good question. So, let me answer it this way. Because there is a spectrum of people, generally for people over the age of 85, I'm not too strict with form and all of that. So what I generally kind of whisper to them is, do the best you can. Past the age of 85, especially past the age of 90, I'm just looking for movement. Okay, so my oldest was 103. He was actually very, very good. My next one down is 100. He actually does the tasks better than my 70-year-old. He's in very good shape. Played handball all of his life, started working out at age 80. And he was a 103. He's since passed, but not from my class.
I hope not.
But very active until about two months before he passed away. He served in World War II in the Korean conflict, and very, very amazing person. But stayed active all his life. So this is one of the most important aspects I tell people. don't have to kill yourself working out. You do a little bit. It's the consistency over time that adds to this quality of life, and so I try to impart that on my seniors that I teach.
Right, but I was going to ask you, I have a hard time walking, and I do. So what I do is when I sit down, like, and I'll play the music, and I'll tap my feet, you know, like like this. Is that considered a little exercise too?
No.
Okay. No, that's good to know.
No. What I find is most productive, you have a muscle called the iliopsoas. So so to explain this, when you walk upstairs and you have to bring your knee up, you're
Right.
engaging the iliopsoas and what you call the TFL muscle, which is on the side a little bit.
Is that near the hip?
It's right by the hip. It's kind of like where your pocket is.
Yep.
So you have to bend the knee and get it up high enough to activate that iliopsoas. The problem comes is that when you're walking along a flat plane, you're not getting that real range of motion. So what happens is that muscle gets weak and you're more prone to falls.
Can I ask you, where I live,
Yes.
like, for me to get into the house is
Yes.
7 steps.
Yes.
To me to get from the house to the bedroom is 13 steps.
Yes.
And I do that about up and down about 3 times a day in the morning and night. Is that considered exercise? A little bit.
It's a little bit, but I would encourage you to do more. You can't work the iliopsoas muscle enough. Now, once again, this is the muscle that aids you in getting up the stairs. Alternatively, when you're coming down the stairs, you actually are decelerating your weight. So this is where a problem can occur as well if that muscle is weak. So in my advanced class, we do about 200 to 250 sit to stand and thigh exercises per session, 3 times a week.
Up and down?
Yes. 200, 250.
In an hour?
Yes.
Wow.
In my regular classes, we do.
I hope-
made you breathless.
Sharon, I hope Bonfiglio is listening to this.
In my regular class, which we do at the Revere Senior Center,
Wow.
we do at least 100. At least 100, up and down, right.
All at one time? Or,
No. I break it up, so we might do 40,
Oh, okay.
40, 20, at least 100, probably closer to 150, so that neurologically, I always liken it to, if you're very tired, you still know how to walk to the refrigerator and get a drink of water. So, right, you kind of, so you want, neurologically, you want this to be an automatic process, being able to walk and to get up off of the floor. So I do very, very high reps. So that's why they call me drill sergeant, and my classes across the board are getting bigger because people find that it's very effective.
Right.
So I hope I'm helping people to the best of my ability.
I tell you, I see you coming to our senior center. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you come.
I have a lot of fun.
Can I just bring up fall prevention?
Whatever you wish.
We've talked about fall prevention in the
Yeah.
past, and we've had several seniors here who have not returned because of
Right.
falling, and it doesn't mean you have to fall from a large distance. And you specialize in helping build a core
Yes.
to, one, prevent that, or
Yes.
at least help prevent it, and how to recover from a fall.
Yes.
That's really important, and I want to make sure we have enough time to,
Oh, yeah.
to talk about that. I attend the Mass Council on Aging conference every year.
Yes.
That was a major topic in the senior world.
Yes.
And I'm so glad you do that at our center.
Yes, and I'd also like to mention as well, I've been trying to reach out to Senator Markey so that my program so that once it's copyrighted, I would like insurance companies to give a rebate to seniors for taking specific fall prevention and recovery classes, not just gratuitous senior exercise. Specific classes to strengthen seniors so that if they fall, they can get up, but more importantly, to be able to prevent these falls. So my classes stresses quad or thigh strength, shoulder strength, back strength, and core strength. And we go very, very high reps.
Question?
Yes.
Question?
Yes.
I'm a senior.
Yes.
I'm out by myself in the woods.
Yes.
I fall. And if it's very hard to get up, is there a certain way that a senior could like roll over or do something?
Yes. Now, the problem with this is that if you don't have adequate muscle strength and you try to get up and you're not acclimated to moving your body weight, you can have a secondary fall. So if you're in a situation where you fall and you're weak, the easiest thing to do is to roll over and get up on all fours and tabletop. This distributes your weight over your hands and your
knees.
knees. Right. But my goal for my students is, and I have them do a lot of tricep work, to be able to get up without holding on to anything. So for my seniors, in my advanced class, I have them get on the floor, and I say, get up without holding on. And I say, get back down again, get up again. We do that 5 times. And this is all of my seniors.
With no chairs, no nothing?
No chairs. I want to be able to get up without having to hold on to anything. So, and then conversely, if their legs are incapacitated, I have them do a lot of tricep work back here to be able to move their body weight without their legs. So we have exercises where we actually have them lift themselves off of the floor only using their hands. So, so I use my knowledge of body mechanics and physics from bodybuilding to facilitate. So this is a very specific class. It's not just, oh, range of motion. I call it, the mayor in Malden called them black ops or something, was it special ops where they go in? He said, because we've had a series of mayor challenges, and the mayors are actually the mayor of Woburn, Revere,
Yeah.
Mayor Arrigo, and also Malden, Mayor Christensen. They lasted about, what, 15 minutes? They lasted 15 minutes.
Sharon, can I ask you something?
Yes.
You do a show in Malden, correct?
I sure do, Sharon's Full Body and Fitness
Is
Workout.
your show on Facebook or the internet?
Well, actually, it's on matv.org, and they can go to video on demand, and they can look at all of my shows. But we're also here. My
In
show's
Revere.
also here on Revere Television. It's also in Wellesley,
Oh.
Boston, Brookline, Cambridge.
Yep. I've
Bunch
caught
of
your show.
places.
Yeah, I've caught your show
Yeah.
on Revere Cable.
Yes.
Revere TV.
And I also host Neighborhood View, which is based out of Malden, and that's nationally syndicated.
So let me say, if I couldn't get out of the house like I was, and then I could watch you do the exercise, do it with you.
You sure could. You sure could. And my class is not easy, but it's meant such that if someone falls, they don't have to wait for someone to find them. And we also do another exercise called external rotation. This is an exercise that's largely overlooked. This is to build shoulder strength, so that if you fall, you're less likely to break your shoulder or fracture your clavicle. So I also do that. Once again, bringing this knowledge of bodybuilding and body mechanics to the senior demographic.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm tough.
I know. I saw you give a young lady at our senior center a lesson with the leg up, the leg down.
That's right.
You can do that, but she was sitting. You can still do it.
Yes, that's actually a very good point. People in my classes who have leg braces, there are some people who are old enough to have been affected by polio. They say, well, I can't really bend my legs too well. How do I strengthen my thighs? So this is called a non-load bearing exercise where you do a straight leg lift. This is indicated for people who have had knee replacement, meniscus repair surgery, maybe they're compromised and they can't get out of a chair. You can do straight leg raises in your chair or even in your bed to strengthen your thigh. So thigh strength is one of the indicators of living to 100.
When I get up in the morning, I
Yes.
straighten out my leg, and I only do about 5 or 6. Up, 1, 2.
Mr. Morris, you've got to do at least 80. I'm just teasing.
You mean 80 of these things?
Well, I tell
I
you.
never show up at the senior center.
Well, I tell you, if you could work up to 2 sets of 25, you'd be on your way.
You mean left and right?
Yep. You have to get to the point of muscle fatigue because your muscles have to acclimate. You're giving me a dirty look. What is it?
No, I mean, when I say 6 or 5 or 6, I really mean 5 or 6, but then I'm bushed.
It's not enough. So the objective is you do, see, I tell you, I'm a drill sergeant. You do that, and each week you try to increase that. You try to
Wow.
increase it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
See?
tough. I don't want anyone going into a nursing home. I want you to stay in your house till you're 150.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, that's good, Sharon. That's good.
I don't mess around. I tell people, this is about survival. So my classes, thanks to Mr. Fielding, my classes at Revere and other locations are getting bigger and bigger, and I'm so grateful because I want all seniors to live a nice, full life.
Excuse me, I have to interrupt you. We only got about 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Just hold on. leave me 30 seconds, but let the host take over now. It's yours. Just give me 30 seconds at the end of the show. It's all yours now.
Oh, it's all mine. Wow, this is a first. I'm only kidding. So basically, what I want to extend to all seniors in Revere, 60 or older, is to come down to the Revere Senior Center. The official name is the Rossetti-Cowan Senior Center. We have wonderful programs and activities. Sharon is a testimony to that. She runs a great program.
The address, Steve.
We are at 25 Winthrop Avenue in Revere. Our phone number is 781-286-8156. We have people who attend every day. We have people that just come once in a while to an exercise program. We have people that just stop by. You're
Well, we
welcome.
have people from East Boston.
We have people from, you don't have to be from Revere.
Right.
Exactly. The nice thing is Morris is there every day. He plays
Almost every day.
Just about every day. And he plays music. It's a very great atmosphere. Music is a great soothing environment for seniors, as you know. We have a great lunch program. We have a shuttle program if you need to get picked up. And I encourage you to come down and have a tour. We have several people from the Council on Aging who attend every day, like yourself. Roseanne Colanino, I call her my official tour guide because she has a great grasp of what's happening at the Senior Center. She's very positive, and she takes people on a very comprehensive tour and tells them everything they need to know about the Senior Center. I'm sure if you came to check out Sharon's class, she'd welcome you with open arms.
I sure
and like she said, she's there on Mondays and Fridays.
Yes.
And you can check revere.org. Go to the Elder Affairs Department page. Under Quick Links, you'll see the activities with the time of Sharon's class and others. You'll see information about the shuttle service. You'll see a tour of the Revere Senior Center. You'll see the monthly menu. And you'll see some other information that might be helpful for you.
Right, Sharon, we got about a minute left. Take 30 seconds. That's all I can give you.
Oh, okay, thank you. Well, I just like to, once again, to kind of echo what Mr. Fielding was saying. Please come on down and avail yourself to the Revere Senior Center. I tell people it's a wonderful, wonderful program, especially not just my class. Also, you have a wonderful yoga and meditation class, which Natalia is wonderful. Also, yoga line dance. But it's just, it aids to quality of life, and my class specifically, if you have issues with balance, come on down. I'll be glad to work with you. It's for all levels. You don't have to feel intimidated, and we have wonderful people in the class.
Right, so Sharon and Steve and myself, we all thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful lesson.
Thank you, Mr. Fielding. Thank you.
God bless our great country, the United States of America, our
Indeed.
military troops serving and those that are serving now. But most of all, God bless the USA. And make sure you keep the Pledge of Allegiance in the schools. That's all we ask for you. That's what we veterans fight for. Thank you.